Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 5314 in Candy Crush Saga. It's a super hard level with a new blocker. So many blockers. So now we've got the gumball machine here, and this is how it works. It says match candies next to the gumball machine or hit them with special candies. So yeah, you can match up 3 or maybe hit this with a wrapped or a striped, and you'll collect the gumball orders. Alright, so this is the first time I have played a gumball machine. This is my introduction. Oftentimes what happens with King is they will start one of these blockers in one of the new levels that they're producing, so above 10,000, but then they'll retroactively stick these in lower levels. This is the first time I'm encountering this. It doesn't mean that King hasn't then also put some in the 3,000 range. I don't know, but this is my first experience with the gumball machine. Let's take a look. Here's some good news. Usually when they introduce something, it's usually a relatively easy board to win. Here's the bad news. They've made this super hard, so I don't know that that holds true for this particular one. So in 26 moves, we have to collect 45 gumball orders. Not quite sure how that's going to work yet. Clear out 88 of the bubblegum pop. We've got a lot of bubblegum pop here, and that's going to help us to explode everything. And 63 of the frosting. It looks like we've got this pattern of these 3 different situations. I'm going to try to extend that pattern here by making some specials come out. Okay, and yep, let's cruise down here and try to bust up this area at the bottom here, where and while we can. I don't like my next move. Okay, so now I'm going to put the blue together, which will drop the green, and that'll hit a little bit. Sure, I'll bring a red down here. It's not a great move, but it sets up a better move. Make a stripe, and that's going to hit that bubblegum pop. Going to clear this out a bit, and... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this stripe through here to start opening these bubblegum machines. So what is happening here? We have 42 now. Instead of making a fish, I'm going to strike both of these surfaces. Ooh, let's see if this comes down here. So now that got struck, and so I guess we're draining. Are we draining? I think I see the kind of the visual we're supposed to be getting. So each of these machines has 42 gumballs. So we don't have to hit every single one of these X number of times. We just have to hit one of them. It doesn't matter which one we hit, as long as we get in X number of hits. At this point in time, it's 40. I need 40 more hits, then I will have succeeded for this portion. Not necessarily this, but this portion. So, because it looks like all of the machines deflate, so it's possible even that we could win this with some of these licorice locks still on. Right? I think that's how it works. Not quite sure, but look at this. We're reducing that. I still have a lot to do here. There are a couple of questions I have, like once I get all of the things I need, do these disappear from the board? I don't know that yet. I may have had that going for a while and have not noticed it. Sorry if that's true. I'm tempted to just take out a color, and I'm tempted for that color to be purple to start the explosion here, instead of trying to set this up with another special, because color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. And if I work on this lower area, yeah, I can make a stripe, but I think I have to do the direct hits over here. It's tough. I don't even think I'm going to be able to use that special I set up. Well, I'll get one more gone. So I'm down to 26. I don't get the visual of them disappearing. Let's try this one more time and see if I can get lower than 26. I'm going to try to actually ignore this and focus on these, the order to really understand how the board works. It might not go my way. I might end up worse off than I was before. Here's another stripe I can create. There we go. That's beautiful. Keep going, keep going. Nice cascading. Okay, I can make a fish. I can make a fish. I could hit this directly. I think I'm going to go for the direct hit. More direct hit and setting up that blue to situate itself there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the purple together, which is going to explode this, which is going to hit a few things here and set off a few stripes. So now I've got access to these guys, and I said I wanted to concentrate on them. It's hard for me not to consider the entire board, although I have no good moves, so I guess it doesn't really matter much. I'm actually going to do this move instead. Here I'm going to try to hit these, right? I'm going to try to create things here. Hit these. See if I can get blue in through here. Oh, that did not work the way I wanted. I did get blue, but it didn't set up the way I had hoped. Yeah, I'm trying too hard to create something that doesn't want to work. Alright. Gonna keep going. Ugh. I can't figure out exactly how this works. I'm not getting enough orders done here. Okay, let's see if this is enough to really explode the board for me. Keep going. Ah! Alright, well, I'm just going to have to pause and come back with a new board and work on this off screen to find out if when we solve this, we ever get rid of these. Because that could be a technique that, well, we get rid of these and then we've got more space to clear out everything else. I don't think this is how... That's how this level will work in practice. Whether or not these go away, I think the key is going through the center and working outward. I think that's the strategy I need to employ. So I'm going to pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially. Once I solve this, I'll come back through and narrate everything, and I'll try to give it a little extra time since this is a new booster. Okay, so here we go, and oh, I like that I can make 2 stripes here. That's a good setup. Sometimes I don't get anything on that. But we're reaching low in here, trying to make as much disruption as possible, and that's looking good. Now, before I was quizzical about whether or not I could remove those machines if I collected those orders from the new blocker. And I have my answer. I had my answer before I won because I was able to remove that first order while I still had some of the second and third order that I could not complete. And so I know the answer, and maybe some of you do too, but for those who don't, I won't ruin the surprise as to whether or not those machines disappear. All right, so let's see. Boom, got that out of the way. And then here we go. Nice. Now I've got a couple of color bombs. I think I'm going to take out a color that I think is going to have an impact and then see if I can get, oh, I like that, but I don't have a lot of green on the board. I'm gonna risk it because it's okay. Well, there's more green now. Yep, let's go ahead and do it. And there we go. I just need 2 more of the bubble gum. And I can make a wrapped, and look what happens. Boom. All of that is gone. Because I knew it was going to disappear, I knew it was worthwhile to make that wrapped candy and drop it down into this section where I have a whole bunch of the bubblegum pop still. And I think it's worthwhile also to make a color bomb combo because yes, that was it. That was all I needed. And now it's over. It did take between 20 and 25 tries to get this done, which was a bit frustrating because it was a level with a new blocker and I'm used to them giving us a little bit of leeway. But again, this probably isn't the very first level where it showed up. It's just the first level I encountered it. So that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. Let me know what you think about this new blocker, whether you like it or not. I haven't made up my mind yet since I've just experienced it once. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Bye-bye.